Hi everyone, I want to welcome you to a new video from runhorse.com sports. This video today is called The Shocking Truth About Video Poker. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I wanted to make a video. I was going to do a video originally about tips to play video poker, but I just gave up on it. I just cannot find any tips that are worthwhile to give you. I've watched a few other videos out there today. I've been researching on the internet, and I've been listening to a few people giving tips about video poker. And yes, it does have one of the highest return rates in the casino. You can get on jacks or better, say 99.6, something like that. So it's very close to 100%, but the problem with the game is it's just boring. It's just so boring. And you don't really have a chance to win much unless you win a jackpot. Some of the tips I've heard were get a player's card. Because if you learn perfect strategy, that's another thing you have to do. You have to learn perfect strategy. So if you don't play the perfect strategy for each game, the optimal strategy, then you're going to get less in that return. And you have to spend a lot of time analyzing the game, trying to learn that perfect strategy. There are some sites that you can go ahead and print off a cheat code or a cheat sheet, I should say, and you can bring that to the casino with you. It tells you how to play each hand, but that's boring. Isn't that boring, guys? Poker to me is about creativity, and if you're a real poker player, one that plays on the felt, and I would encourage you to do that. If you want to play video poker, why don't you just learn regular poker and play, and you can have fun doing that, and they're small stakes games. Why don't you just play a small stakes game? First of all, it's way more fun. It's way more exciting than sitting there at a machine and just pushing buttons and getting the same hand over and over. And you get to actually sit there and you can talk with players. It's like a social type of thing, usually especially at a small game where you're playing 50-cent stakes or something like that. It's just more of a fun guys getting together and playing some poker at the casino. So that is one thing that I could say right there. So you got to learn the optimal strategy. Not only do you have to learn the optimal strategy, you have to learn the optimal strategy for each game. So, for instance, they've got different games here. So they've got, and one game can have here multi-play video poker. I'm looking at now. It can have jacks or better. It can have deuces wild, bonus poker. I don't even know what that is. Aces and faces. What is it? Just aces and face cards, high cards, double bonus. Wow, that's crazy. Tens are better. Deuces wild. I actually like deuces wild a little bit. I have to say I played that one. That's the only one that actually was a little bit cool to me because you get the deuces, makes it a little more interesting than regular just boring poker. So each one has their own strategy, and each one has their own return percentage. Now, I guess the best percentage is supposed to be jacks or better. And if you play it optimally, like perfectly, then you're going to get close to your money back, basically. So a couple of these videos I watched, they said you got to go ahead and use your player's card because you're going to earn free play, and that's going to be your winnings. So basically, you got to play this game for who knows how long to try to get free play, and that's going to be your profit. I mean, to me, that's crazy. It's so boring. And the other thing is they want you to max bet it. They're telling you to max bet to increase your odds. Well, the max bet, it only increases your odds. I looked at the payout tables, guys. And it only increases your odds unless you hit the jackpot, the royal flush. So if you play 1 coin, 2 coins, 3 coins, 4 coins, it's going to be the same payout until you get to the 5 coins. And that is the one that's going to change it. Okay, so here I have the pay table here for the jacks or better. So if you get jacks or better, you get 1. You get your money back. Wow. 2 pair, 2. Wow. 3 of a kind, 3. So you make 2 units for 1. I mean, it's just it's just a boring game. I understand if you just want to do something. I know a lot of older people. I have to say it's really an older person's game. If you do want to sit there and kill some time at the casino, then yeah, video poker, I mean, that's a great way to do it. If you just want to kill some time and play around in the machine, and you can sit there normally for a while and you just kind of go back and forth. You win 1, you lose 1. I mean, if you like a boring game like that, then maybe video poker is your thing. But the only way that the max bet will work, okay, let me go to the royal flush. So if you're betting 1 coin, you get 250 to 1, and that's all it pays, really, 250 to 1. It's really hard to pull a royal flush, guys. It's really hard. And if you're betting 2 coins, 500, so it's 250 more, 750 on 3, 1,000 on 4. So the only way you get the extra payout is if you hit the royal flush and you're betting max bet, which is 5 coins in. So that's a 5 coins, whatever denomination you're playing. So if you're playing 25 cents, you got to put 5 quarters in. If you're playing $1 machine, you got to put $5 in every bet. And you're going to win 4,000. So you're going to get better odds on that one, obviously, then. So you're getting about 800 to 1 as opposed to 250 to 1. So that's the only way it'll help you, is if you hit the Big Daddy jackpot. And how often is that going to come around? Wow, not too often, guys. So I don't really see the point of betting max on these video poker machines. I don't really get it unless the jackpot was really, really high. They've got some machines, okay, they got jackpots and they keep growing, where they're like a progressive machine where they're hooked together. Now, yeah, if you got a machine that's up to 10,000 or something like that, where you're getting a huge advantage and you know it's going to hit eventually, then that might be worth playing. That's the only way I see video poker as an interesting game myself. Otherwise, to me, it's just, like I said, it's just boring. It's just going back and forth, and you're just basically killing time with it. And I can see why, if you do want to play a machine, a lot of people are attracted to the slot machines, because first of all, you don't have to know anything about it. You just have to hit a button and that's it. It does its own thing. You don't have to worry about anything. Okay, yeah, the percentage return is a little bit lower, but you got a lot more jackpots you can win on slot machines, and they're a lot higher amounts normally than these video poker. So a lot of people like that. So you're either going to go in and you're going to win, or you're going to lose. And that's how most people want to do it at the casino. They want to go in there and they want to have some fun and they want to have a chance at a big jackpot. And with video poker, you really don't have it. And the other thing is, if you get anywhere close to a royal, because that's what pays the jackpot, you're going to hold those cards, and that's going against the strategy. That's going against the basic strategy. So if you've got 3 to the royal, say you've got the 10, a jack, and the queen of hearts, the book would say, and you have a pair of queens, the book would say to hold the pair of queens and to throw that other one away. But who is going to do that? They're going to take that, they're going to go for that long shot. Even if they need 2 cards, they need the king and the ace of hearts to fill up the royal flush. They're going to take that chance, because why not? Why not? And the machine knows that, and over time you're giving away money, so you're not getting that 99% payout. You're getting much, much less. And you can also make a mistake, because you got to hold the cards, and it's happened to me. You've got to push the button. You've either got to touch the screen to hold the cards, or you've got to push the buttons. And if you do it wrong, you can throw away a winning hand. And that's kind of silly to me, because I always wonder, like, you flop the royal flush, and it's like, if I ever did that, like one time I played it and I got 4 deuces and I was going to win, you know, like $100 or something. And I was like, whoa, I was so scared because it happened before. I wanted to make sure that I just hit, I wanted to hit hold on every one. And it's like, obviously you're going to hold that. Shouldn't the machine know that you're going to hold that? You're going to throw away a royal flush? Now, come on, that would never happen in a casino. I mean, I guess you could throw the cards away, but I mean, that's, to me, it's just crazy. So I would be worried to death about that. I'm sure it's happened to somebody where they got a really good hand and they pushed the wrong button, or they, whatever, maybe they dropped their drink, they got excited and hit the button, and once you do that, that's it, you lose. So that's another thing that I don't like about it. So like I said, I'm just not a fan overall of video poker. I'm sorry, guys, it's just not something that's exciting to me. I've talked about in some other videos, if you want to play something at the casino, either play slots, or, I mean, the odds are against you, but if you're looking for a big jackpot, it's a way to have some fun. I've always talked about that. If you want to play some other games, go to those table games. I mean, play blackjack or play baccarat is even better. I always like baccarat or craps, or better yet, if you want to play poker, learn regular poker and learn the strategy, and then you can actually have an advantage. You're playing over other players instead of playing with a boring machine. So that's my thoughts on video poker, and that is the shocking truth about video poker. It's just a bad game to play. If anybody out there thinks differently, please let me know. If you've won on video poker, I think basically it's just a game where you put in money and you just lose a little bit every hour, or you might lose it all eventually, but you're not really going anywhere. It's just, you're kind of just grinding, really grinding, and it's just something that's boring, and it's just kind of a slow drain. It's like a slow bleed, basically, and that's what's happening on video poker. So please leave your comments below. Tell me what you think. Do you think that video poker is a good game to play, or are you with me? You think it's a bad game to play? So I hope you enjoyed this video from runhorse.com sports. And as always, best of luck at the casino.